Hello everyone. Am I visible? Am I audible? Am I live? Kindly write down something in the chat of the Telegram, I guess, if I'm clearly visible, audible. So I'm having a eye on the Telegram chat also. Okay. So am I clearly visible, audible? You got the PDF also? Kindly someone reply in the chat. If I'm clearly visible, audible, you can see me, you can hear me, you can see my screen also. Can we start? Good morning, everyone. A very good morning to all of you. I'm waiting for your reply. If I'm clearly visible, audible, I will go ahead and start the class. Kindly reply on the Telegram group, which we have made to communicate with each other. Okay, all okay? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Deva Batra. Thank you so much for replying. Good, good, good. So, a very good morning to all of you. And today we are going to start the marathon of the PSM, right? Community medicine. So, the next 4 days, including today, you will be with me and I will cover everything in the PSM, community medicine, right? Now, community medicine is a subject you get many questions in your exam. I guess nearly out of the 300, 10% of the questions, 30 to 35 questions will be from PSM. So it's a very major subject. You cannot take it lightly. Okay. Okay. You don't have to make the notes, Mahima. Everything, whatever I'm giving in the PDF, it is more than sufficient. You have to just rely on it and just follow my notes. The notes are already provided to you on the group, I guess. Okay. On this Telegram group or wherever, please ask the team. The notes are already. So daily, all the 4 days, I'm going to provide you the notes. So in PSM, we are having total 16 chapters. The names are in front of you, right? And for 16 chapters, we are having total 4 days, right? So I have divided 4, 4, 4, 4 chapters for each days, making a balance of equal distribution, right? So today is day one. We are starting PSM. Today's plan, I will start with chapter one of PSM, that is concept of health and disease, the ultra important chapter. After that, we will follow on the nutrition, then preventive, obstetric, pediatrics, and geriatrics. And following in the end, we will try to see the screening of the disease, right? So, okay. So I guess all the 4 chapters notes I have already sent to you. So tomorrow we are going to take these 4, a day after tomorrow, these 4, and last day we are going to take these 4. In this way, we are going to cover 100% of the PSM. I can assure you, if for the 4 days you are with me, concentrating in the class, you don't have to revise anything after the class. Okay, everything I will make you learn in the class itself. I will make you to understand in the class itself. I assure you that. Not only this, all the questions will be from this 4 days class only. That also, take my words, take my assurance. Everything will be from this only, right? All the PYQs, all the new questions, whatever you will get in your exam now, in the FMG, you will get from this only. Be assured. Okay. So can we start? Can we start? So I guess most of the students are already aware by my way of teaching. I will be taking a topic in a chapter. I will be teaching that topic to you. And immediately after completion of the topic, we will see all the PYQs in the last 5 years related to that topic. We will solve here only in the class. So no, don't take any burden of the PYQs. We are solving simultaneously topic by topic. Okay. So can we start? Are you people there? Can we start? Give me a thumbs up. Ready to go? Ready to fly? Okay. Please concentrate all the time. The moment you feel drowsy, the moment you feel sleepy, now have a cup of tea, coffee, refresh yourself with all the time. Be very vigilant and be very attentive. That is the only request. Okay. I want your attention and your time. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I guarantee all the questions of PSM will be done by my side. Anna, in the exam, no other question will become means except these classes, whatever I'm teaching in the 4 days. Okay, so let's start chapter number one. Chapter number one, the concept of health and disease. Okay, today we are going to take 4 chapters. The plan is in front of you. Day one, day two, day three, day four. 4 days, complete PSM. Chapter one, concept of health and disease. I'm starting from here. Okay, the first chapter. So here I'm going to teach you these 10 topics in this chapter. First, I will let you know the WHO definition of health, in which you get the question. Then I will let you know what are the standards of living. Okay, what are socio-economic indicators. Okay, quality of life. To measure the quality of life, we are having 4 indicators, ultra important topic: HDI, PQLI, HPI, and multidimensional poverty index, MDPI. We will see all of them. Not only this, we will see the health indices, that is Civilian Index, DFLE, Daily, Quali, Hale. Now these terms looking very complicated to you, ma'am, what is the difference between them? I will make a cakewalk for you. Wait a while. In 1 hour, we are going to complete everything here. Okay. And after that, the natural history of the disease, the iceberg of the disease, control of the disease, prevention of the disease, okay, and ICD. We are going to take all these one by one. Without wasting any further time, quickly come on health. What is health? Define health. Define health, define the WHO definition of the health. You know, what is the WHO definition of health? Huh? WHO has given the definition of health in 1948. What is health according to you? Am I healthy? Are you healthy? Is anyone healthy? How we say the person is healthy or not healthy? What is a health? Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. We are taking three components to define the health: physically healthy, mentally healthy, and social well-being. So three well-being are required to say a person is healthy. It's not merely absence of disease. So sometimes I ask, what is health? The person you think like, ma'am, it's absence of disease. Not absence of disease is health. No, absence of disease is not health. It is the three component, three well-being. The person is physically well-being. You know, physically there is no deformity in the body. Mentally well-being. Not only this, the social well-being is also there, right? But recently we have added two more components. I mean, all these well-being required the ability to lead a socially and economically productive life. So this is the complete definition of the health. What is the WHO definition of the health? It's physical, mental, and social well-being, so that a person can lead a economically and socially productive life. This is the complete definition given by the WHO in 1948. How many of you got it? Learn the three components: physical, mental, social well-being, not merely absence of disease. है ना? Health, no one is healthy in this world. Not me, not you. Maybe all the three components 100% present at one time. It's an idealistic goal. It's not realistic condition. It's not realistic. Maybe physically if we are healthy, mentally not. Mentally we are healthy, socially not. Maybe all the three components at a time presence is the ideal condition. So it's the idealistic condition rather than realistic condition. So that is the WHO definition of health. Now we will solve the question simultaneously. The question is in front of you. The definition of health given by WHO includes all except what is not included in the definition of health. Is it social, physical, mental, or emotional? What is not included? Tell me. I told you the definition of health. I'm waiting for your reply. Quick. As soon as you see the question, please write the answer. Yes, very good, Shivangi. Very good, Navjit. Anna, very good, Mahima, very good. You people are replying at both the places, on the app also, on Telegram also. So I cannot follow both the chat. So kindly reply on the Telegram. Now, I guess you all have the Telegram group, or you want to reply on the app itself. What is more convenient to you? You want to reply on the apps, then reply everyone on the app only. Don't reply on the Telegram. So because following both the chats will be difficult for me. Okay, I will have eye on one. Okay, yes, you all are correct. The correct answer is D. Emotional is not a component of the health given by the WHO. It's physical, mental, social. You can learn the definition of the health is PSM, physical, social, mental well-being. So what is the definition of health? The definition of health given by the WHO is PSM, physical well-being, social well-being, mental well-being. You all are good and correct here. Coming on the next topic, standard of living. What is your standard of living? Is it good? Is it bad? Can we compare the standard of living of two person, your standard, your friend standard of living, my standard of living? So can we do the comparison? What is standard of living? Standard of living is a scale of our expenditure. Expenditure yani kharcha, how much we are doing expenditure. The goods we consume, whatever we are purchasing, and the services we enjoy, right? It is a scale of our expenditure and goods we consume and the services we enjoy. Three things, the scale of that reflect our standard of living. Our standard of living is good, better, best, very good, excellent. It all depends on three things: the expenditure we do, the goods we consume, and the services we enjoy, right? According to WHO, the three criteria will decide the standard of living. So number one, the income and occupation of the person. Income, occupation we are taking together, because occupation only will decide the income. How much a person is earning, the income depends on the occupation of a person. So occupation and income is taken in one criteria. The standard of housing, sanitation, nutrition. Is the house is kacha house or pakka house? Sanitation is good there or not good? Drainage is there or not good drainage? And nutrition is a daily minimum calorie requirement for a person. Is it fulfilled or not fulfilled? So these three things I'm taking together in one of the criteria: nutrition, housing, and sanitation. And third, level of provision of health, education, recreation. So if someone is not good in health, I mean someone is having some disease, so the person is able to take better health services. You are having money to take the health services, education, recreation. So these all are taken together. So these will decide the standard of living, and standard of living depends on per capita GDP. In GNP, I mean, income is included. Income, so standard of living depends on income. The more the income, better is the standard of living. The less the income, not so better the standard of living. So it is directly proportional to income. You can see one of the criteria is income. Okay, so these are the three criteria. Now tell me the answer. Read the question and tell me the answer. Standard of living includes all except, I'm asking except, what doesn't include the standard of living? Income is there or not there? Sanitation, nutrition is there or not there? Level of provision of health is there or not there? And human rights. Human rights is there or not there? So what is not included in standard of living? The criteria for standard of living. So I told you the criteria, human rights is not at all included there, and you all are absolutely right. Very good, very good. So in this way, you get simple question. Don't try to mug it up. Just have a look and understand with attention. Everything is given in the option. It's not a subjective exam that you have to frame the answer and write it down. No, it will be there in the form of the MCQ. The 4 options are in front of your eyes. Only thing you have to pick up the correct answer. Okay, so be attentive during the class. So coming on the next topic, what are socio-economic indicators? In a society, what are the economic indicators, the socio-economic indicators? How many socio-economic indicators are there? The mnemonic is he flagged. H stands for housing. F depends for family size. L stands for literacy rate. A stands for availability per capita calorie. How much calorie per capita availability? There are two G. One is growth rate, one is GNP. GNP means income, GNP per capita. E is employment. Actually, it's unemployment. E for employment. And D for dependency ratio. I will teach you all these one by one. But learn these all are socio-economic indicators. Sometimes you get question on that. So what is the mnemonic? He flagged. FLAGGED. Try to say the full form with me. H stands for housing. F stands for family size. है ना? Ideally, currently, the norm we are promoting हम दो हमारे दो. है ना? That is the family size, a small family size. है ना? L is for literacy rate. A is availability of calorie per capita. 2G are there. One is growth rate and one is GNP, that is income per capita. E is employment. Actually, not employment, unemployment. And D is dependency ratio. Got my point? Say yes, say no, say something. So please learn. You have to learn it, but at least with the help of mnemonic, you can try. Hana? So let me show a question on that. So you can see which of the following is not a socio-economic indicator. Read it, apply the mnemonic. So for socio-economic indicator, you have the mnemonic, apply it. It's as simple as that. The mnemonic is he flagged, FLAGGED. Now read the option. Literacy rate, yes, it's coming. Family size, yes, it's also there. Housing, yes, it's also there. But life expectancy at birth, no. Life expectancy. L is literacy rate. L, flagged ka jo L hai, it's not life expectancy. So knowing the mnemonic is not important. Knowing the full form of mnemonic is important. Because if you know only mnemonic and don't know the full form, so in the mnemonic contain L. You can see the mnemonic is having L. Now L is literacy rate or life expectancy. You will get confused in the exam. You don't have to confuse, है ना? So crystal clear concepts. You all are correct, है ना? अभी तो हमने अभी पढ़ा है. Or just after that, I am giving you the question, so you all are right. But imagine you have completed entire PSM, then the same question will be shown to you and you will become confused. So till now, I taught you 3 things. Let's revise the 3 things and come on the next topic. I taught you the WHO definition of health, number 1. Okay. I taught you standard of living, the criteria of standard of living, right? And I told you socio-economic indicators. Okay. Let's revise the 3 things and move ahead. What's the WHO definition of health? Very easy. PSM. And our WHO definition of health is PSM, physical, social, and mental well-being, not merely absence of disease. I hope you got it. Anna, what are the standard of living? It depends on 3 criteria. 1, 2, 3. Number 1, it depends on income and occupation. We got it why we are taking these 2 together, because occupation only decides the income. Number 1. Okay. Number 2, housing, sanitation, nutrition. Anna. So housing only, if it is a pakka house, the sanitation will be better. Okay. And nutrition is also there. And the provision of health, the provision of health, education, and recreation. That is the 3rd criteria you have to learn. And what are the socio-economic indicators? We have seen he flagged, FLAGGED. And now learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 criteria. So here we have 3 components, 3 component and 8 components. Learn like that. How many of you got it? Everyone give me a thumbs up. And I have shown you 111 PYQ on all the 3. And other things are very confusing. The terms are very confusing. You can get confused among them. So learn it separately. The definition of health is a separate thing. Standard of living is a separate thing. And socioeconomic indicators is a separate thing. You have to learn the mnemonic of all of them and apply it very easy. Just apply in the form of the question. I have shown you the question on all 3. Okay. Can we go ahead? Easy going till now. The speed is good. Okay. Okay. So let's move ahead. Let's move ahead to the next topic. Quality of life. Now, quality of life. Now, there is a geographical area. This geographical area can be a country. For example, just say this country is India. There is another geographical area. Maybe another country. This country is US. Or you can say the two geographical area A and B. Can we compare the quality of life in the two different geographical area? Can I say quality of life is better in India or US? Why? There should be some subjective, not subjective, objective guidelines. No? You should tell me, ma'am, these are the reasons. How to calculate the quality of life in different geographical area, in country to country, region to region. How to compare? There are 4 different criteria to compare the quality of life in 2 different geographical areas. Okay, PQLI, that is known as Physical Quality of Life Index. Then HDI, Human Developmental Index. Then HPI, Human Poverty Index, which is opposite of Human Developmental Index. These 2 are complementary. And Multi-Dimensional Poverty Index, MDPI. Okay, so PQLI, HDI, HPI, and MDPI. These are the 4 indicators that reflects the quality of life. One by one, we will see. They all have 3 components. Can we start? So let's start with PQLI. You can see PQLI and HDI. We will start with first PQLI. Let's start with PQLI. What is the full form? First say the full form. Physical Quality of Life Index. So there are 3 components, as I told you. Always there are 3 components. You can see. Number first is the life expectancy. Okay. You can say the first component is the health. The second component is the education. And the third component is standard of living. One of the standard of living. Okay. So these are the 3 components. Health in a country, in a geographical area, we are reflecting here life expectancy at the age of one year. When the first year is crossed, infancy is crossed, at first birthday, we are expecting how much this infant, for example, today an infant is born in India. Today a newborn is born, I mean. Okay, just imagine today in India, there is a newborn who is born today. Okay, so he will become first 1 year, he will cross the 1 year. This is the first year, first birthday. Now, at first year, we are expecting how many more years we are expecting. It's not reality. We are expecting how many more years the newborn is going to survive if the newborn is surviving in India only. If we apply the current mortality and morbidity of India on this infant. So how many more years he is or she is going to survive in that particular country if they are not migrating to some other country. We are expecting its life expectancy. It's not reality. For example, we are expecting the newborn, the infant will survive for the 70 years, for 65. Maybe that person dies before that or after that. We don't know the reality. That is an expectancy. So life expectancy depends on the health services provided in that country. In that country, if the health services are good, the life expectancy is very good, very long, I mean. And if that country have health services, not good doctors, not good hospitals, not health services good, so the life expectancy is overall less. That is an expectancy. Okay, so we apply the current mortality and morbidity indicator of that particular country on the infant on 1 year. This is known as life expectancy at the age of 1. Okay, this is how we can expect the life expectancy of a country. For example, the maximum life expectancy in the world is in Japan. In Japan, the life expectancy is in 80s. In rest of the country, it is in 70s. Okay, so life expectancy maximum in Japan. Maybe the healthcare services are very good. Okay, the second is the education. How to say the education of a country? Not one person. I'm saying complete country. How to which thing will reflect the education of complete country? Complete country. So we calculate literacy rate. What is literacy rate? How many person in your country? In your country, how many persons are there? First say the number. So we know the exact number. How many? What is the population of a country? So out of the total population of your country, how many can read, write, and understand one language? That person is considered literate. Any language. It's not necessarily English. It can be English, it can be Hindi, it can be Punjabi, it can be any language. So read, write, and understand at least one language. That person is considered literate. We will call that person, the person is literate. And if the person only read, not write, or only read, write, but don't understand that language, not even one language, है ना? More than one language is very good, but even at least one language. So we will call such a person as illiterate. So that is the definition of literacy. So out of the total population in your country, how many are literate? How many can read, write, and understand? For example, you may have seen many person, those can read a language, but they cannot. If you ask them to sign or to write something, they cannot write. So they are illiterate. So the minimum requirement is reading, writing, and understanding at least one language. That person is considered as literate. है ना? So in your country, how many people are literate? Tell me the percentage of literacy. If I consider total 100 as your population, out of the 100, how many are literate? I mean, they can read, write, and understand one language. We will consider that literate. Now, small children, I mean, I'm having a kid. My kid cannot read, write, and understand one language. He's very small. Oh, no. So I cannot say that the kid is illiterate. We cannot call. So the definition is applicable after 7 years of age. And we exclude the population, total population. So 7 years or less population we are excluding. So of course, 7 years are required to learn one language, human, normally for humans. Okay. So all the persons in a population who are more than 7 years, among that population, we are excluding up to 7 years. Among that population, how many can read, write, and understand one language? I will consider that is the literacy rate of that country. Got it? So this is the literacy rate. Okay, number 2. So better is the literacy rate of a country, better is the quality of life. I'm having two country A, country B, maybe India and US. So I have to see how many are literate in India, how many are literate in US, percentage wise. So the country which is having more literacy rate, or the region, the area having more literacy rate, have a better quality of life. In India, if we say all the states, Kerala is having maximum literacy rate. Okay, it is in 90s. Okay, so coming on the infant, the third thing is the standard of living. For standard of living, we are looking at infant mortality rate, IMR. What is infant mortality rate? So death of all the children up to 1 year of age. From 0 to 1 year of age, how many children are dying in your country? That is infant mortality rate of that country. Because why we are taking only this age group, 0 to 1? 0 to 1 is very fragile age group. So if infants are dying, so for suppose I'm having two countries, country A and country B. So I'm comparing IMR here and IMR here, two geographical areas. So one country is having high IMR and one country is having low IMR, maybe. So this country is having very bad healthcare services. That's why infants are dying more here. And this country have better healthcare services, better doctors, better infrastructure, better hospitals. That's why infants are dying less here. So quality of life is better in this country where the IMR is less. That reflects the standard of living. So say how to compare the quality of life in two countries, country A and country B. Tell me the three criteria according to PQLI. Number 1, say the health. We will see life expectancy at the age 1. Okay. We will compare the life expectancy at age 1 in both. We will compare the literacy rate in both. And we will compare the IMR in both. Okay. I want a country who is having high literacy rate, high life expectancy at birth, and low IMR. Such a country is having a better quality of life as compared to others. Say yes or no if you got it. So this is how we calculate the PQLI. One more thing you can understand, I am saying life expectancy at 1. 1 means at 1 year. So 0 to 1 I have already considered in IMR. That's why I am directly taking at 1, not at 0. 0 means birth. Say yes or no if you got it. Say something, react. This is the three components of the PQLI. So PQLI, we range from 0 to 100. 0 means worse and 100 means best. So what is for India? For India, it's 65. It's above 50. 50 is average. So it's above average. So quality of life in India is 65 out of 0 to 100. You can see this is quality of life in India we are talking. It's not very good. It's not in 90s, 100. It's not very bad below 50. So quality of life is above average in India. If we see the three components here. And yeah, one more thing, very important thing. You can see the three components. None of the three components is income. None of the three component is income because the people who has given PQLI theorem, they believe that money is not required for a good quality of life. What do you think? Money is required for a good quality of life or not required? According to them, money is not required. Without money or with less money, I mean, the persons can have in a country better quality of life. You can see none of the component is money. By money, I mean it doesn't include GNP per capita. Income is not included in none of the three component. Got my point? Money is not everything. They believe that. That's why one of the three component is not here. None of the component is money. You got my point? Coming on the next HDI, Human Developmental Index. Here also we will take the three components. The first component here is life expectancy at birth, not at 1 year. we are taking at birth, है ना? Number 2, this is for health or longevity. Number 2, for education, what is the component? For education, there we were taking literacy rate. Here we will take years of schooling, है ना? We will take 2 years of schooling, mean years of schooling and expected years of schooling and the average of that. You will say, ma'am, what do you mean by that? Okay, let me tell you, this is a country. For example, country A or country India. There are many people, the total population you know of India. Okay, now what is the years of schooling? By schooling, I don't mean only schooling. I mean schooling, colleging, I mean total education. So how much we should expect a person should go for how many years for the education, है ना? Normally if we take first to 12th standard, 12 years तो यही हो गए. उससे पहले KG1 KG2 the two nursery KG1 KG2 2 or 3 years वो हो गए. और उसके बाद at least फिर bachelors we consider. So 3 years bachelor degrees. I'm not talking for doctors MBBS. It is very extended. But for normal person we expect 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we expect 17 years a person should go to school. By school, I don't mean only school. I mean total education ke years. है ना? So 2 years of the nursery KG1, 12 years from first standard to 12th standard. After that, 3 years of the bachelor degree. After that, if someone is doing the masters, it's higher qualification. Okay, so at least 17 years. This is our expectation, but not everyone do so. Some do less than that. Some do very high, some do PhDs also, like doctors doing super specialization also. Okay, so some do very high, है ना? So what is the mean? Mean is reality, है ना? And do take the average of the two. That will reflect for your country, the education of your country. So this is known as, it depends on two things: mean year of schooling and expected year of schooling. We are not seeing that how many of the country people are literate. We are saying how many are going to school. Anna, that is reflecting here the education of your country. And third thing, the standard of living, we are taking income here because they people believe that for a good quality of life, money is required. The country who's having much higher money, I mean more money, that country people have good quality of life as compared to the country which is having less money or less income. So here GNP, GNI is taken in the one of the component. So these are the three. Here the minimum value is 0, maximum is +1. And for India, it's 0.64. It's not 0 to 100, it's 0 to 1. In PQLI, it was 0 to 100. Here, it's 0 to 1. In PQLI, the range was 65. Here, you can see it's almost 0.64. 65 ke near hai, 0.64. So, for India, currently, it's 0.64, the latest one. Say yes, no, say something. So, what we have learned? Can you please tell me? We have learned. What are the two indicators we have learned? We have learned PQLI and we have learned HDI. You people will help me to write, please? Huh? So tell me the components. Tell me what does longevity represent or health represent in each of them. Tell me the education is indicated by what component, an educational component, and tell me the standard of living. For standard of living, what we are taking in each. So first talk about PQLI. Here we take life expectancy at the age of 1. In HDI, we take life expectancy at birth. Write 0 or write B, whatever. And a birth means 0. Okay. Here for education, we take literacy rate. And how many person can read, write, and understand at least one language, more than 7 years. Here for education, we take mean year of schooling plus expected year of schooling upon 2. I explained you what do you mean by mean years and expected years of schooling. Now coming on the third component, for standard of living, here we take IMR. And for standard of living, here we take income. Income means GNP, per capita. So PQLI people believe money is not required for a good quality of life, but HDI people believe that money is required for a good quality of life. And both the theories are correct at their own place, right? If you ask me the range for both of them, range and India ka current value. So if you ask me the range, I will say this one is 0 to 100 and this one is 0 to 1. 0 is worst of course and 101 is the best. For India, current value is 65 PQLI and 0.64 the HDI. The complete package is in front of you. Please learn it. Please learn it. If you understood, it's good. If you didn't understand, it's okay. Learn it. Learn it. It's double good. So please learn the three component in PQLI HDI. These are the indicators of quality of life. Quality of life in two different countries we are comparing, either by PQLI, either by HDI. How many of you got it? Everyone? Does anyone have any doubt? Please, if anyone have any doubt, write down clearly in your in the chat box. I will repeat. Anyone, even a single student? Can we go ahead? So this is PQLI and HDI. Every year you get question on that. Very frequently you get question on that. Very frequently. It's a very hot topic. Okay. So these are the two indicators of quality of life. Okay. You can do the comparison between them. Okay. Just let me show you. Please do the comparison between them. PQLI and HDI. You can do the comparison. PQLI, we take life expectancy at the year 1. because we are taking IMR here. Up to 0 to 1, the death is reflected here. So after 1 year, we are taking. But here we take income, na? So here we directly take life expectancy at 0. 0 or birth, one and the same thing. Here we take literacy rate for education or knowledge. Here we take mean year of schooling and expected year of schooling. Right? And third component here, I. But here I is IMR. Here I is income. And howsoever you learn, but please learn. And PQLI is 0 to 100. Current value is 65. And HDI is 0 to 1 plus 1. Okay. And current value for India is 0.64. Got it? I guess everyone got it. None of you is asking the doubt. So let's move ahead. The third component is HPI, Human Poverty Index. It is a complement. It is a complementary to HDI. What is HDI? Say the full form. It's Human Developmental Index. And currently I'm teaching you Human Poverty Index, HPI. HPI is the complementary to HDI. Got my point? Human Poverty Index I'm teaching you right now. So this is an indication for deprivation. This was an indication for achievement. This is an indicator of achievement. This is an indication of deprivation. Achievement मतलब हमारे पास क्या है? Achievements. And deprivation मतलब हमारे पास क्या नहीं है? For example, there is a glass, having half water. Okay, so there are two ways to say. You will say the glass is half filled, or you can say the glass is half empty. Both things are correct at their own place. I will say this is HDI and this is HPI. What you have is HDI. What you don't have is HPI, but both are correct at their own place. So now I will talk about the deprivation. This was achievement and this is deprivation. So HPI is the complementary of HDI. How many of you got it? How many? Now I will not talk what the country have. I will talk what the country don't have. I want to compare the quality of life between two countries, country A, country B, any two countries. Okay, so I'm having two ways. What this country have and what this country have. If I compare that, that is HDI. Or else, what this country don't have and what this country don't have. If I compare that, that is HPI. Okay, so HPI, Human Poverty Index, it is an indicator of deprivation, means what the people don't have in that country. And HDI is an indicator of achievement, what the people in that country have. So that is the meaning. That is the meaning of achievement and deprivation. So HPI is a complementary indicator of HDI. You got this point, I guess. Here also the range is 0 to 100, but the range is like PQLI. HDI was having 0 to 1. This one is having PQLI like 0 to 100. Let me tell you what is HPI, but we don't use HPI. And we use HDI only. But for your knowledge, you should know there are two types of HPI, HPI 1, HPI 2. HPI 1 is for developing countries like India. HPI 2 is for developed countries like US. So here we have 3 components and here we have 4 components. Let me tell you what are the 3. So HPI 1 is for developing country. Right? Here longevity, the same 3 component, longevity, knowledge or education, and third is standard of living. Component to wahi rahenge. Okay. So for longevity, here we don't say how much we are expecting the person will live on this country. We are expecting the chances of his death. So in a country, for example, there is a country. For example, let's talk about India. India is a developing country. Okay. So if I want to calculate the HPI 1 for India, so today a newborn is born in India. Today a newborn is born. So what are the chances the newborn will die before the age of 40? I'm not saying how much newborn will survive. Tell me the expectation, how much the newborn will survive for 60 years, 70 years, 80 years. I'm saying the chances of its dying. I'm saying the deprivation, not achievement. Right? Tell me the probability at birth of not surviving by the age of 40. Before the 40, how many persons in that country die before 40? So there are two countries, country A, country B. So tell me the chances, how many chances the person will not survive by 40? Tell me the chances, probability. It's probability, it's expectation, it's not reality. I repeat my words, right? So this is the longevity. I hope you got it. Knowledge, please cancel. Don't say literacy, say illiteracy. Make a correction. This is illiteracy rate, not literacy. Say illiteracy. You know what is literacy? A person who can read, write, and understand one language more than 7 years. Here, how many person who cannot read, write, or understand at least one language? Tell me the percentage. So out of the 100, if I say 70% is literacy, so obviously 30% is illiteracy. So don't say 70, say 30 here. The illiteracy, you have to say the deprivation. You don't have to say the achievement. And third, for standard of living, how many percentage of population in your country don't get a good water source? Sanitized good water source. We all have water purifiers nowadays, but in cities, in villages, we don't have water purifiers. In many cities also, people don't use a good source of water. They drink contaminated water. So that is the percentage of people that will reflect the standard of living. So these are the 3 conditions. Now let's talk about HPI 2 also. Here also we will talk about the same 3, but 4th one is also added. So here the HPI 2 is for developed country like US, not like India, like US. है ना? So here longevity is reflected the probability of not surviving by the age of 60, because in developed country no one dies at 40. In developing countries there is a chance someone can die before 40 also, but in developed country hardly anyone dies before 40. So we increase the age up to 60, है ना? So just suppose there are two developed countries, US and UK, है ना? Both are developed. Take any two developed countries, है ना? So what are the chances today a newborn is born here also, today a newborn is born here also? So what are the chances this newborn will not survive the age of 60, and what are the chances here newborn will not survive by the age of 60? That is the probability of dying before 60. We are increasing the age from 40 to 60. That's it. That's it. Hana. The second is the knowledge, again illiteracy. Percentage who don't have literacy. Illiteracy, that's same. Hana. And here the percentage of the people who are below BPL in standard of living. BPL, below poverty line. The fourth criteria is social exclusion. Tell me the percentage of the population who is unemployed. Who you call the person is unemployed? किसको बोलोगे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का डेफिनेशन क्या है? व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट? एवरीथिंग इज अ डेफिनेशन. द पर्सन हु इज सीकिंग अ जॉब, सर्चिंग फॉर अ जॉब बट नॉट गेटिंग अ जॉब 12 months or more, the person is said to be unemployed, but it should be 12 months. 12 months or more, the person is not getting a job, the person is said to be unemployed. So how many percentage of people, population is unemployed in a country? That is the fourth criteria, right? But nowadays we don't use MDI1, this HPI1 or HPI2. We don't use HPI1, HPI2. HPI1 is for developing countries and HPI2 is for developed countries. Let's revise them once quickly. Okay, so what are the three criteria? Longevity, second is education or knowledge, one and the same thing, and third is standard of living. Okay, okay. So here longevity, probability of not surviving up to the age of 40, probability of not surviving up to the age of 60. Education is illiteracy, here also illiteracy, not literacy, illiteracy rate. Illiteracy ka kitna rate hai? How many people are illiterate? And standard of living, the percentage of people not getting a good water source and the percentage of people who are below BPL. Very easy. And here fourth criteria is also there, social exclusion. Anna, that is the percentage of people who are unemployed. I tried my best to simplify the things. But nowadays we don't use these both. Just for your knowledge, I told you, hardly you will get question on that. But you should know. Sometime you can get a question. They are replaced by a one indicator MDPI. HPI 1 and 2, nowadays it is replaced 2018 onwards. These both are replaced by multi-dimensional poverty index. Only one for developed also, developing also. Multi-dimensional poverty index. So lastly, let me tell you the multi-dimensional poverty index and we will revise all five together. PQLI, HDI, HPI1, HPI2 and finally multi-dimensional poverty index. We will make a column and table and you all will make with that that with me. Can we go ahead? Multi-dimensional poverty index. MDPI 2018 onwards. So MDPI have replaced HPI. It is replacing HPI nowadays. And a human poverty index 1 and 2, both of them. Okay, here also we are having the same three components: health, education or knowledge, and standard of living. Okay, in the health we take two things here: nutrition and child mortality. In the education we take 2 years: years of schooling and school ka attendance. है ना? It is not only years of schooling. Just suppose someone is educated till 12th, first to 12th standard, है ना? So primary education is completed or secondary is completed, but person have only doing the admission in the school and not going. So attendance is also equally important to get educated to that person. सिर्फ enrollment important नहीं है कि enrolled है, but enrollment के बाद attendance भी उतना ही important है. Daily the person should go to the school, है ना, and to get educated. Okay, and standard of living, there are 6 criteria like cooking fuel, है ना, cooking fuel it should be LPG gas, है ना, it should not be coal and wood. Okay, sanitation, drinking water, electricity, pakka house and assets. Okay, don't learn it. Learn total are 10. You can count 2 plus 2 plus 6. 2 plus 2 plus 6. Total 10 are there. That's it. That's it. Hai na? So it also range from 0 to 1 and India's value is 0.121. You see, it's near 0 only. It's not even 0.5. Hai na? In India, it's 0.121. According to that, 27.5% of the population in India is poor currently. It is coming in that criteria. It's poor. 27.5% of the population out of the total 100 population in India, it's poor. है ना? It's coming in poverty range. Poverty. Okay. So we are done with all 5. है ना? So I taught you what is PQLI. I taught you what is HDI. I taught you the 2 type of HPI. HPI 1 and 2. And I taught you nowadays HPI 1 and 2 both are replaced by MDPI. How many of you got it? How many of you will make a table with me, the master table? How many of you? If you can skip, if it is becoming too much for you, now you can skip this one, HPI. But PQLI, HDI, and MDPI, you have to learn. There is no chance you can skip. Can I write it, please? You will help me for that? Huh? How many of you? Okay. Kindly respond, people. So let's start. PQLI, okay. HDI, okay. HPI1, okay. HPI2, okay. And finally, these two are replaced nowadays with MDPI. Okay, ji, hai na? The 5 components, the 5 indicators, I must say, for quality of life, to compare a quality of life between two countries. Okay. So you have to tell me the health or longevity in each of them, one and the same thing. Okay. The second is the education or knowledge component, one and the same thing. And third, you have to tell me the standard of living. Standard of living in each of them. Okay. Standard of living. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So let's start it. Can you tell me for PQLI, let's talk about health and longevity in each of them. पांचों में उसकी बात करो, health और longevity की. So what was the health and please write down for all, for this, and this. Tell me how we say the health and longevity. In PQLI, it is the life expectancy at 1. In HDI, it life expectancy at birth. By 0 means birth or birth. है ना? In HPI, it is the probability of not surviving up to the age of 40. It is a probability of not surviving up to the age of 60. It is not surviving, not. है ना? It's a deprivation. Right? And in MDPI, I told you 2 indicators. है ना? Child mortality rate and nutrition. You can skip. And there are 2 components, learn that. Coming on education for each of them. Come on the education. है ना? So here we take literacy rate. You know what is literacy rate? Here we take mean year of schooling plus expected year of schooling, MYSEYS upon 2. है ना? Here we take illiteracy rate. Here also we take illiteracy, opposite of literacy. That will be illiteracy. How many are illiterate? Okay, and here also we take 2 components, the enrollment and attendance both. That is the main point. Not only enrollment in school, along with the enrollment, attendance is also important. I explained you. Okay, so 2 components are there. Coming on finally, the last one, the standard of living. So here we take infant mortality rate. Here we take income. By income, I mean GNP per capita. Okay. Here we take the percentage of the population not getting good water, sanitized water. The percentage of the population who is below BPL. Who is below BPL. Okay. And here there were 6 indicators. Don't learn them. It's cooking fuel, electricity, nutrition, hana, kacha house, pakka house, like that. Assets. Hana, if you can learn the 6, it's good. If you can't learn, leave that. Learn total 6 are there for standard of living. Here in HPI2, we have an additional component, social exclusion, the percentage of the people who are unemployed. That's it. That's it. Now tell me the range for each of them. I will write the next thing, the range. Tell me the range and India's value. India's value. Who will tell me the range? This one is 0 to 100. This one is 0 to 1. And this one is also 0 to 1. Okay, tell me India's value. Here 0 to 100 mein India is 65. PQLI of India is 65. In 0 to 1, HDI of India is 0.64. In MDPI, the current value of India for multidimensional poverty index 0.121, according to which 27.5% of the population is poor. That is coming under poverty. Please learn. This is the complete master chart. Whatever you have learned, it's okay, but learn this. Make this chart and learn it. We are done. We are done. Now we will solve some questions. Are you people ready to solve the questions? Say something, respond, react. Everyone is ready? Anyone having any doubt, by the way? In the quality of life indicators, can we move? I guess everyone is ready to solve. Everyone is ready to solve. So let's start with the first question. MCQ is in front of you. The question is in front of you. Read the question. Tell me the answer. HDI does not include which of the following? Tell me. Mean years of schooling, life expectancy at 1, real GDP per capita, adult literacy rate. What is not correct in HDI? Human Developmental Index. What is not a component? I'm expecting the answer. Come on. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Most of the people are right. Very good. Very good. Very good. No, Dev Batra, it's not A. Correct answer. So what were the 3 components? Can you tell me the 3 components of HDI? I told you the 3 components. Number 1, life expectancy at 0, not 1. Life expectancy at 1 is a component of PQLI. Here it will be at 0. Hai na? And second component is mean year of schooling plus expected year of schooling upon 2. And third component is income. Of course, income is GDP. So this is also a component. This is also a component, but some may be thinking adult literacy rate was a component of that now. I mean, PQLI. So yes, you can say D is also correct answer. But you know, before that, this is in 2016. Before that, we take this only. Adult literacy rate only for the education here. Anna, so old, if you see the old definition, this is also correct. If I have to mark one, I mean, I will go with B. If I have to mark two, I will go with B and D both. If it is a PGI question, B and D both are incorrect. You got my point? You got my point. But if I have to mark one, I will go with B. The correct answer is B. How many of you got it? D is also incorrect, I mean, but go with B if you have to go with one. Because I can consider this as correct according to the old definition, not with the new one. Can we go ahead? Okay, the next question is in front of you. HDI value ranges between -1 to +1, 0 to +1, 0 to 3, or 1 to 3. I'm asking for HDI. What is the values of HDI? Is it what? What is the correct answer? Yes, very easy question. You all are right. Very good. It's 0 to +1. 0 means worse and +1 means best. And India is 0.64. Anna, you all are right. Very good. Very good. Anna, better was the question if one of the option contains 0 to 100. Then you get confused. Ki ma'am 0 to 1 ki 0 to 100. Anna, so in PQLI it's 0 to 100. It's 0 to 100. In HDI it's 0 to 1. So one of the options should have. Agar main question banati to one of the option I will give 0 to 100 to confuse you. Anna, currently there is no confusion, I guess. Okay. Anyways, the correct answer is B. Let's move ahead. Poverty index does not include deprivation of what? Deprivation of what? You have seen the poverty index. It does not include deprivation of health, knowledge, standard of living, income. What we don't include in poverty index? HPI. I told you HPI 1, HPI 2, MDPI. What we don't include here? Deprivation of health, of course we include. Huh? What is the correct answer? We include the deprivation of health, the person who is not surviving by the age of 40, by the age of 60. Knowledge, we see the illiteracy rate. Standard of living, we see the BPL, the person who are below BPL or the person who are not getting good water, sanitized water. But income we don't include here also. So we don't include income in poverty index. Okay, got my point? कितनी अजीब बात है. Usually it is a mentality कि poverty मतलब क्या होता है? The person who don't have money, that is poverty. But in poverty index we don't include the money as a criteria. We include other things as a criteria for a country as poverty, not for a person. Okay, so poverty doesn't depend on the income of the country. It depends on other three things. Okay, deprivation of health, deprivation of knowledge, deprivation of standard of living, not deprivation of income. So again, income is not deciding the poverty of a country. It's a unique thing. You can think, you can analyze. Got it? So poverty of a country doesn't depend on income. It is not the thing the country who's having less money is poverty, is in poverty range. Maybe the country is having less money, but the quality of the life people living there is good. So the country is not considered in poverty range. Got it? So that is the thing. So let's go ahead. PQLI range. Is it 0 to 1, 0 to 10, 0 to 100, or 1 to 10? PQLI range. What is the correct answer? I'm asking what is the correct answer? Be fast. Yes. So it's 0 to 100. You all are right. The correct answer is 0 to 100. Okay. So we are done with this topic also. Till now, from morning, this is the fourth topic we have completed. I told you the WHO definition of health. We started our lecture with that only. After that, I told you what I told you, the standard of living. Anna, standard of living. What are the criteria of standard of living? After that, I told you socio-economic indicators. Okay. And after that, I told you quality of life, the indicators of quality of life. We have covered all these topics since morning. If you remember, if you're attending my session from the morning, you can understand. Anna, say yes, no, say something. Got it? Can we go ahead? I'm not revising all. Can we go ahead? Anna, you know health is PSM. The person who is physically, socially, and mental well-being, not merely absence of disease. Anna, standard of living, you know the three components. Socioeconomic indicators, I told you, he flagged. FLAGGED. You should learn the full form. And for quality of life, I told you the indicators here. Anna, the three indicators, you can say PQLI, HDI, and if you don't want to learn HPI, it's okay. Learn directly MDPI, which has replaced HPI. So these are the indicators. You should know the components in each of them. Anna, and the range and the India's value. Okay, Ji, can we go ahead? So the next topic, the fifth topic and the last topic in the health, after that we will come on disease. The last topic in the health is the health indices. Anna, actually these are disability indices. Okay, so there are 4 indices I'm going to teach you. The first is DFLE, disability free life expectancy, DFLE, also known as Sullivan index. I will explain everything. Give me a minute. The second is daily, disability adjusted life years. The third is quality, quality adjusted life years. Both are opposite to each other and are complementary. Okay. And last is HALE. What is HALE? Health adjusted life expectancy, HALE. I will explain all. I will explain all. Let's start with the first one. Anna, learn that Sullivan Index and DFLE is one and the same thing. What is DFLE? Disability Free Life Expectancy. उसके नाम में ही उसका meaning है. How many of you understand Hindi? The meaning is hidden in the name itself. Please split the term and understand the meaning. Disability Free Life Expectancy. It is the expectation of the life free of disability. If we apply current pattern of disability on that newborn, है ना? Disability free life expectancy. Imagine today in India we are talking, है ना? Imagine, I always take the example of India. Okay, a newborn is born. Imagine today a newborn is born. So of course that newborn is born today, that will grow up, that will live the life. So what we are expecting now in the complete life, it is not that thing the newborn will always be healthy. This is the birth, this is the death of that person. When the newborn is grown up, है ना? Sometime everyone will die, of course, eventually. So it is not the thing the person is always healthy, है ना? So maybe the person have fracture in between, maybe the person have some disabilities, some bedridden disabilities, some paralysis, anything can happen. So these are the years. Just suppose total life expectancy, we are saying the person is surviving for 60 years. है ना? This is our life expectancy. This is not reality. We are expecting the newborn today will survive for 60 years. So out of the 60 years, how many years will be lost in disability? Maybe 1 year here. It is not in continuation. Maybe 1 year here, 2 year here, again 1 year here, maybe 3 years. Some problems happens in everyone's life. I know. So if we add all these 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3, total 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this, remaining years is of quality. It is disability free, not say quality. It is say disability free. So this 53 years is DFLE for this newborn. It is an expectation, it's not reality. Again, I have to repeat my words. So what I am saying, the disability free life expectancy. Say the full form again. Disability free life expectancy. Total life expectancy is 60 years. But I am not interested in 60 years. 60 years में से actual जिंदगी अच्छी वाली कितनी है ना? उसमें से bedridden हटा दो तो. So it is disability free life expectancy, you tell me. So you deduce the disability from the total life expectancy. The remaining one is the disability free life expectancy. How many of you got it? Say yes or no. Otherwise, I will repeat. Don't be shy. If you have confusion, ask ma'am, please repeat. It's okay. But say something, respond. Because I cannot see your faces. Yes. You got it? What is disability free life expectancy? It is the expectation of total life, which is free of disability. If we apply current disability of that country on that newborn. So today there are two countries, for example, country A, B. Take any two countries, India, US. I usually take this example. A and B. So today a newborn is born here also, a newborn is born here also. So life expectancy is different here. Life expectancy is different here. Maybe here life expectancy is 60 years, here life expectancy is 65 years. Depending on country to country, the life expectancy is different. Depending what are the healthcare services are available in that country. So life expectancy of every country is different. Okay, imagine the two countries have different life expectancy. This is an expectation, not reality. Again, I repeat, it is an expectation. We are expecting if we are applying current mortality and morbidity indicator. So this is the expectancy the newborn is going to survive if not shifting the country. And if I'm born in India, I'm going to live in the India only. This is my life expectancy. The person migrates very frequently. Okay, anyways. So it is not the person will be always healthy. And maybe some disability occurs here also, some disability occurs here also. So from the total life expectancy, if we deduce the years of the disability, so the remaining will be disability free life expectancy. वो काम की जिंदगी है. बच्ची हुई तो bedridden हो गई ना, है ना? Someone having paralysis, for example, a person have polio, है ना? So complete life is disability only. So hardly any life will be disability free life expectancy. You got my point? So it depends on country to country. Now the country which is having more polio may be having DFLE as less. The country having less polio, DFLE is more. So like that. You got my point? So here 65 minus whatever the years which are lost in disability, that is known as DFLE or Sullivan index. So it's a positive indicator. Okay. Okay. So yes, Aditya, I'm explaining that again. So Sullivan index or disability free life expectancy. Split the term, disability free life expectancy. So what is that? So it is the total life expectancy minus years of disability. Please deduce the years which are lost in disability. So whatever life is remaining, that is disability free life expectancy. that is disability free life expectancy, whatever life is remaining. For example, in a country, if we are expecting a person will live for 60 years, but out of the 60 years, for 5 years he was having some fracture, some disease, some disability, he was unable to do the work, so I will reduce the 5, so remaining whatever is left, that is disability free life expectancy. You got it, Aditya? Others? Everyone? So this is DFLE, है ना? So can I say Sullivan index is equal to total life expectancy minus, it's not plus, it's minus. We are deducing the duration of the bad disability and inability to perform a work. For example, I have a fracture and I lost my 3 months in that. So out of my total life expectancy, reduce the 3 months. है ना? So that is the thing. So now next. The next is known as HALE. What is HALE? Health Adjusted Life Expectancy. HALE. Health Adjusted Life Expectancy. It is the number of years in full health that a newborn is expected to live based on current rates of mortality and morbidity of that country applied on that. है ना? So it is same as that of DFLE. वही बात है, glass आधा खाली है तो DFLE और आधा भरा है तो HALE. You got my point? Here what I am saying, the life expectancy which is free of disability, है ना? Or else the life expectancy which is full of health. You will say, ma'am, one and the same thing. जो disability free है वही तो full of health है ना? But it is a way of saying. You got my point? So disability free life expectancy, it is the life expectancy total minus years which are lost in disability, है ना? Disability. And HALE is health adjusted life expectancy. It is a life expectancy which is full of health. Full of health. There is no disability in that. It's full of health. Life expectancy which is full of health is known as HALE. So you will say, ma'am, it's same. When you deduce this, you will get this only. You get my point? It is a way. So can I say DFLE is a negative indicator, but HALE is a positive indicator? Both are indicating the same thing. Can we go ahead and say something? Say yes, say no, say something. Got it? Everyone, that is HALE. है ना? So that is HALE. Now coming on the third one, DALY. What is DALY? Disability adjusted life years. है ना? Now, what is a life expectancy? First, tell me the definition of life expectancy. क्या होता है? Country to country, it varies. But what is? So life expectancy is something, today a newborn is born in a country. Any country A, B, C, whatever. So how many years we are expecting the newborn will survive in that country if the newborn is not migrating to some other country? If we apply current mortality and morbidity indicators of that particular country on this newborn, if we apply the pattern on this newborn, how many years the newborn is going to survive, that is expectancy, the life expectancy of that newborn. But premature death occur. It is not the thing we are expecting everyone will survive to 65, everyone is surviving to 60. Maybe someone is dying at 40 only, maybe someone is dying at 45. So the years which are lost out of the life expectancy, this is known as premature death. So this is the years lost in premature death. How many years are lost? Maybe someone is dying at 40 but life expectancy is 60, so 20 years are the premature death. You got my point? So please understand what is premature death. Give me 1 minute. There is power cut off, so my inverter makes sound. I have to fix that sound. You have to give me a second. I'm sorry, I guess it's fixed now. You got my point. What is premature death? So years which are lost in premature death, number one, and the years which are disabled. Now out of this 40 year, maybe the person have fracture, something. So that years also. So total all these years are known as disability adjusted life years. It is a sum of two things. Number one, which are the years which are lost life, the premature death ki wajah se, how many years of the lost life is there? We were expecting the person should survive till 60 years of age, but the person is dying at 40 years only. So I will say 20 years is the lost life. And out of the 40 years, the person is surviving. The 5 years, the person was diseased, disabled. So years lost in disability. So total 25 years is daily. Disability adjusted life years. It is a sum of two things. Say yes, say no, say something. Got it? What is disability adjusted life years? If we are expecting, this is a newborn, and we are expecting the newborn will survive in a country for 60 years, but the newborn is dying at 40 only. So this is this thing is known as YLL. What is YLL? The years of lost life due to premature death. Years of lost life due to premature death. So YLL ye hai na? It depends. Here it is 20. It can be any number. It can be 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, whatever. The premature death, YLL. And out of this 40 year, ये 40 years जिंदा रहा. लेकिन 40 year में बीच में 5 साल, 10 साल ऐसे थे, he was disabled. है ना? So this is known as YLD. है ना? Years lost due to disability. YLD. So please add the two. YLL plus YLD. This is known as daily. है ना? So the figures look difficult, but if you understand, it's very easy. If you understand by taking an example, now it will become super easy. So what is daily? You will say, ma'am, daily is equal to YLL plus YLD. See the full form? The years which are lost in the life, that is premature death, due to premature death, and years which are lost due to disability. है ना? So years which are lost due to premature death and years which are lost due to disability in the life. If we add them, the remaining life is quality life. अब जितनी बच गई, है ना? So total is 60. The 20 is lost due to premature death. Out of the 40, the 10 is still lost due to disability. So remaining 30 is the quality life. You can say it's Hale or it's Sullivan. You got my point? Say yes. So this is daily, है ना? So it includes both mortality and disability. And the years which are lost due to premature death, it's mortality, premature mortality, person is dying. And the life may be disability. So it is including both. One daily, matlab 1 year. 1 daily is equal to 1 year. It is the best indicator for burden of disease. I hope you got it. I'm trying my best. The last indicator here is the quality adjusted life years. Now imagine if someone is there is a person, है ना? There is a person whose age currently is 45 years and he is very ill. He is having some terminal disease. And you are a doctor, he is coming to you, doctor, please treat me. Now, with the help of your knowledge, your skills, you have started the treatment of this person. Now, if you don't treat the person was dying at here only. But you have treated the person. So, person is living for 5 more years. है ना? Because of the treatment. है ना? So, you have added extra 5 years in someone's life. है ना? But that extra 5 years is gained only on the cost of money. The person have invested money for the treatment, for the diagnosis and treatment. If someone is don't having money, that person will die here only. But person is investing money, so person is adding extra few years in the life. That is known as QALY. What is QALY now? Quality adjusted life years. है ना? So it assesses the value of money for medical intervention. है ना? It is based on the number of years of life that can be added by extra intervention. You are giving some extra medicine, some extra surgery, some intervention you are doing, which is not free. It is for the money. So it is the value of money in the health. So someone having the money that will have that additional year, someone don't have the money, that years will be lost. So that is QALY. Say yes, say no, say something. I'm done with the 4 disability indicators. We will revise it quickly. Can we revise them quickly? Are you people there? So let's start. Let's start with Sullivan. Sullivan Index, also known as D disability free life expectancy, DFLE. The second I taught you is Hale. The third I taught you is daily. The fourth I taught you is QALY. Everyone is not replying. If you have trouble, kindly let me know. I will repeat. It's okay. But if you got it, give me a thumbs up or write that you got it. Yes, it's very difficult topic. Actually, it's very difficult topic. Now we will take an example and understand. Okay, first I will tell you the definition of all 4. Then I will ask you a question by giving you numbers, figures. Okay, what is DFLE? You tell me. What is DFLE? Today a newborn is born. So we are expecting the newborn will not always be healthy. So total life expectancy may say if we are deducing the number of the years which are lost in disability. Lost in only disability. So we are considering no mortality. We are considering only disability here. So total life expectancy may say if we are deducing the numbers of the years of the life which are lost in disability, that is known as Sullivan Index. Here the total life expectancy may say the total years which are of full health. Total life expectancy may say the number of the years which are of full health. That is equivalent to this only. Both are same actually. Okay. In daily, it is equal to YLL plus YLD. It is the number of years which are lost due to premature death and the number of years which are lost due to disability. See the full form also. Years lost due to premature death, that is YLL, and year lost due to disability. Okay. And QALY is the number of years. It is the value of money. The number of years you are giving additionally due to intervention. Due to intervention, you are adding it based on the money. Based on money. It is the number of the, it is giving an indicator of the money. Okay, value of money, you can say. So let's take an example. Just suppose there is a newborn. Let's say this is a newborn. Born in some country A. Okay, the life expectancy in that country is 65 years. Total life expectancy. Okay, but the person was dead at 40 years only. The total life expectancy is 65 years, but actual death occurs at 40 years. Okay, now out of this 40 years, the person was having a major accident and disability for 5 years once and 2 years again. है ना? 2 years again. Okay. Now let me ask you a few questions. Tell me Sullivan index, number one, also known as DFLE. Okay. Tell me daily, number two, and number three. Now at 40 years, the person was dying. The person was dying at 40 years. So person came to you. So you have additionally increased the life by 10 more years or 5 more years. Say the person is now dying at 45. Hana, you have added additionally 5 years in the life, Hana, by doing a surgery, major surgery or so, doing something. So now tell me, and tell me the quali also. Who will tell me quali? And tell me hail also. Okay. Charon batao. Who will tell me one by one? So one by one, let me ask the question to you. Tell me Sullivan index. How to calculate Sullivan index? Take total life expectancy. Total life expectancy is 65 years. And out of that, deduce the number of the years which are lost in disability. YLD. So it's 5 plus 2. दो बार disability है. There are two times of disability. 5 plus 2 is 7. है ना? 5 plus 2. है ना? I will say 5 plus 2 is 7. So 65 minus 7, I guess the answer is 58 something. Whatever. है ना? 68. No, Sullivan will not be. You are getting confused. You are confusing me also. I guess we don't consider here premature death and all. We don't consider premature death. Shivangi, you are considering premature death also in Sullivan index. Don't do consideration. Yes, you all are right. 65 minus 7 will be the correct answer. We are taking on, it's an expectation. We don't know the reality. Hana? Now tell me, Hale is the total number of years. It is an expectation. Again, from the life expectancy, total. Life expectancy kitni hai? Total 65. Total 65. How many years we are expecting in full health? Full health. And we are not considering mortality here. We are not considering mortality here. Don't consider premature death in both of them. We will consider premature death directly in daily. So here again you will say ma'am 65 minus 7, it will be 58. So both are same. One is negative, one is positive. यहाँ पे मैं बोल रही हूँ कितने years disability free हैं और यहाँ पे मैं बोल रही हूँ कितने year full of health हैं. तो आप बोलोगे मैम एक ही तो बात है, जितने years disability free हैं उतनी तो full of health हैं. So yes, I know, but the terms are different. You have to understand. It's also same. Let me come on the next daily. What is daily? I told you it's YLL plus YLD. So what is YLL? How many years are lost due to premature death? We were expecting 65, but the person is dying at 45. So 20 years are lost in premature death. And YLD, out of the 45 years of age, how many years are lost in disability? So 5 plus 2. So 27 is the answer. Am I right? 27. Why 33? You are adding these 5 also. I don't know these 5 are disability or not disability. I cannot consider. I have not mentioned. These 5 years additionally which you are giving, is it disabled or is it quality? I don't know. Don't take these 5 years. These 5 years, maybe after surgery, the person is completely well, not disabled. So why you are taking these 5 also? Got it? Ratnadeep. So answer will be 27, I guess. Okay. And what is quali? What is quali? Quali is additionally 5 years. No one having confusion. Additionally years you are adding on money. You are adding due to intervention. So everyone knows it's 5. Okay. Yes, Sullivan and Hale will be same. Namrata. Okay. Does anyone, you will not get numericals on that. It is just for your understanding. I told you, you will get definitions. No one is going to give you numericals like this. Just for your understanding, I have given you an example. I have framed an example for you. Okay. Got it? So what is daily, Navjeet? You are saying daily is the number of years which are lost due to 2 things. You add 2 things. Due to premature death and due to disability. Premature death, we were expecting the person dies at 65, but the person is dying at 45. So I'm taking 20 years are lost due to premature death. And out of the 45, bhi 2 baar bimar hua. 5 years and 2 years. So 7 years are lost in disability. This is mortality, this is disability. I'm considering mortality and disability both. So total, whatever is the answer. You got Navjot. Anyone having any other confusion? Can we go ahead? You got the 4 indices. Say yes. It is DFLE, daily, quali, hail. They are in front of you. Now, if you read the definition, you will be able to understand. Say yes. Okay, ji. Can we go ahead? Everyone with me. Jitne audience, utni thumbs up. Everyone. Everyone. Everyone is got. There is no confusion. Not even single student. Can we go ahead? We will solve some questions based on that. So we have covered 4 indicators of disability. The 4 indicators are DFLE. Split the term. The meaning is in the name itself. See the full form. Disability free life expectancy. So out of the total life expectancy, how much life is disability free? So take the total life expectancy and deduce the disabled year lost in disability. That will be disability free life expectancy. That is the first thing I told you. Second, I taught you hail. What is HAIL? Again, split the term. You will get the answer. Split the term. है ना? Health adjusted life expectancy. So it is the total life expectancy which is full of health. Health adjusted. It is full of health. It is full of health. There is no disability in that. So actually, technically, this is equal to this. Both are same. Technically, both are same. But we call the first one as Sullivan index. We don't call the second one as Sullivan index. The third one I taught you is QALY. By the way, here in both of them, I'm considering only disability, not mortality. Only disability, only disability. I'm not considering mortality. In QALY, I will consider both. So QALY, not QALY, I'm sorry, daily. In daily, I will consider both. है ना? In daily, I'm saying the years which are lost due to premature death, years of loss of life, years lost in life, I mean, and years which are lost in disability. So premature death or disability, दोनों को add कर दो, it will be daily. And QALY, how many additional years you are giving due to intervention, the value of money, and by surgery, by medicines, that is the thing. The person who have money can afford QALY. The person who don't have money will not afford QALY. So that is the thing. So that is the value of money. That is the only question you get from that. I guess I'm crystal clear in my concept. So let's go ahead and read the question. Tell me the answer. Expectation of life, which is free of disability. It is known as what? Is it Park Index, Smith Index, Sullivan Index, or Life Index? I guess super easy question. Everyone can answer it. Super duper easy question. Everyone can answer it. Fast. What is the correct answer? Yes. Expectation of life, which is free of disability. Yes. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is yes. The correct answer is C, Sullivan Index. So it is also known as disability free life expectancy, DFLE. Okay. Yes, you all are right. The next question, Sullivan Index indicate what? It is the life free of disability. Is it the hookworm eggs per gram of stool? Is it standard of living? Is it pregnancy rate per 100 women years? What is the correct answer? I guess super easy question. Very easy. Yes. What is the correct answer? You all are right. Sullivan index is life free of disability. Okay. Okay. If I change the question, this one is Chandler index. Chandler index. Hookworms per gram of stool. I will teach you that also. Standard of living is PQLI. These are also index, PQLI and HDI. That is physical quality of life index and human developmental index. And pregnancy rate per 100, this is Pearl index. So all are index. In the exam you get confused. Currently तो मैंने एक ही पढ़ाया, एक ही पूछा, your concepts are crystal clear. But instead of Sullivan, if I change one word to Pearl, Pearl index, answer will become D. If I change the question one word to Chandler index, answer will become B. And if I change it to physical quality of life index or HDI, answer will become C. Got my point? This is how we change the question, we change the answer. Got it? So anyways, goes to the next question in front of you. Which is the best indicator of the burden of disease and effectiveness of intervention? Which is the best indicator of the burden of disease and effectiveness of intervention? Is it case fatality rate, disability adjusted life years? Disability adjusted life years means daily ka full form hai. Disability adjusted life years, dependency ratio or morbidity data? What is the correct answer? I'm asking the best indicator for burden of disease. Of course, the burden of disease, the best indicator will be daily. Just now I taught you. I don't know why you people are not answering. Yes, the correct answer is B. You all are right. The next question, what is true about daily? What is the definition of daily? Read the 4 options. What is the correct definition of daily? It is life adjusted for disease, or is it premature death adjusted for disability? Is it life free of disability, or is it years of life lost due to premature death plus years of life lived with disability adjusted for the severity and disability? What is the correct answer? What is the definition of daily? The question looks a little bit complicated, but if you know the definition, you can answer it easily. Quick, fast, everyone. I want everyone to participate. At max, you will be wrong. Yes. The correct answer is D. Daily is the summation of 2 things. YLL plus YLD. Years lost due to premature death and years lost due to disability. You all are right. If I change the question, currently answer is D. You all are right. If I change the question to Sullivan index, now what is your answer? From the same 4 options, A, B, C, D. Which of the following is true for Sullivan index? Yes? What is the correct answer now? I'm waiting for the answer. What is the correct answer? Yes. In that case, your answer will become C. Absolutely right, Karthik. It is life expectancy which is free of disability. So total life expectancy minus years lost in disability. That will be Sullivan. So if you change the question, answer will change. For that, you should have an understanding of the term. It is not the thing you are just learning the definition, go ahead. It will not work. You have to understand the term in depth. The next question, daily measures what? Morbidity and mortality. morbidity and disability, mortality and disability, or none of the above? Tell me the definition of daily. You will be at your answer. What is daily? What is daily? It is a summation of two things. Years lost due to premature death, year lost of life, plus year lost due to disability. So YLL indicate mortality, that is death, premature death, mortality. And this one indicate disability. YLD indicate this. So mortality plus disability. So mortality plus disability is my answer. Now see, the question is very simple, but if you don't know the concept, you will get confused in the exam. रट के जाओगे तो confused हो जाओगे, समझ के जाओगे तो confused नहीं होगे. So correct answer here is C. Okay, G, can we go ahead? Can we go ahead? The next concept. Say something. Say yes. Can we go to the next concept? Yes, the next concept. We are done with disease. We are done with health. What is the chapter I am teaching you right now? I am teaching you first chapter of PSM, health and disease. Hana, health is completed. Hana, I am starting disease now. Health mein I taught you 5 things. We will revise it quickly. Health. And then we will come on the disease. Okay. In the health, I taught you WHO definition of health. सबसे पहले I taught you WHO definition of health. Then I taught you standard of living के criteria. We will revise all of them. है ना? You have to help me for that. Standard of living के criteria. ठीक है? After that I taught you socio-economic indicators of health. है ना? Socio-economic indicators of health. I do frequently spelling mistakes, so forgive me for that. Hana, it's not an English class. I just want to give you the concept, and in hurry, I frequently do the spelling mistakes. So let me declare that, Hana, and say sorry for that in advance only. Anyways, so health definition, standard of living, socio-economic indicators. After that, quality of life indicators. We have seen quality of life indicators. And lastly, I taught you disability indicators right now. Disability indicators. We will revise them quickly. What is the definition of health? PSM. Very simple. The person who is physically, socially, and mentally well-being. That person is known as healthy, not merely absence of disease. You have to add the negative finding also, not merely absence of disease. Okay? That is the definition of health. Okay, Ji? Anna? Standard of living, what were the 3 criteria I taught you? 1, 2, 3. Can anyone help me with the 3 criteria, please? Number 1, standard of living depends on income. More money, more good standard of living. Income depends on occupation. So take income and occupation together. Hana, occupation decides the income of a person. Okay, so that is the 1 criteria. Number 2, housing. Kacha or pakka. Housing decides the sanitation. Is the house contain proper drainage or not? Hana, and nutrition also. Take housing, roti kapda makan, Hindi mein yaad karna ho to, hai na? Housing, sanitation, nutrition. Okay, that is the second criteria. The person who's having roti kapda makan is having good standard of living. The person who is deprived of any of the 3, roti kapda makan, standard of living, that is not that way good. Okay, and the third is the provision for the health, provision for the education, and provision for the recreation. How many of you can do the recreation? How many of you have television, radio at your home for doing the recreation? How many of you have better education? You can afford a good schooling, better schooling. Huh? How many of you fall ill and you can afford the doctor's fees and you can afford the health services fees? Huh? So that is provision for health, education, recreation. So these are the 3 things that decide standard of living of a person. Got it? Very good. Very good. Amu, absolutely right. Everyone reply. Few persons are replying. Can you see chat of each other? Can you people see chat of each other? Say something. Yes, no, say something. You people see chat of each other or you don't see? Okay, you can see. No, it's okay. Very good. Very good if you can see. So please keep on replying. Only few persons are replying. You can see. Okay, anyways. Socioeconomic indicators. How many I taught you? 8 socioeconomic indicators. He flagged. FLAGGED. You have to say the full form. He flagged. Housing, family size, literacy rate, availability of the calorie per capita, minimum calorie per capita. There are 2G. One is growth rate, one is GNP, GDP per capita, that is income. E is employment. Actually, it's unemployment. And D is dependency ratio. So please learn the full form. Please learn. So that is socioeconomic indicators. For quality of life, I taught you 3 main indicators. I taught you PQLI, physical quality of life index. I taught you HDI, and I taught you MDPI. MDPI have replaced MPI1, MPI2. So just replace it. Don't HPI1 and HPI2. You can replace that. Now tell me the indicators here. Who will tell me the indicators inside that? In PQLI, in HDI, and here in MDPI. So here the longevity is life expectancy at 1 year, here life expectancy at birth, and here we take 2 different components. Here for knowledge we take literacy rate, Here we take mean year of schooling plus expected years of schooling upon 2. And here for standard of living, we take IMR. Here we take income. And here total 10 indicators are there you have to learn. Learn the India's value and learn the range. The range is 0 to 1, if I'm not wrong. No, 0 to 100. I'm sorry, I got confused. PQL is 0 to 100. HDI is 0 to 1. And MDP is also 0 to 1. Am I right? Here it's 65. Here it's 0.64. Here it's 0.121. And according to that, 27.5% of the population of the country is poor, poverty. I told you all these figures and you have to learn. You have to learn. Very good, very good. You people are excellent. Okay. Lastly, but not leastly, I taught you the disability indicators. I taught you 4 indicators here. The first is disability-free life expectancy, also known as Sullivan Index. Then I told you HALE, health adjusted life expectancy. Both are same, है ना? Glass आधा भरा या आधा खाली, वैसा बात है. The third I taught you daily. The fourth I taught you quali. I guess everyone knows that. Shall we revise or you know that? Hannah, I taught you this. So till now, this is the summary we have learned in the last 1 hour. We have completed health. Let's start the disease now. Can I start the disease? Health is done. Let's start the disease now. Okay, very good. So let's start the disease. WHO has given the definition of health, but unfortunately, WHO has not given the definition of disease. Hannah, disease definition WHO has not given. Who has given the definition of disease? The definition of disease is given by a person, epidemiologist, a scientist who's known as Suzer. So I will tell you the Suzer definition. Do you know the difference between disease, illness, and sickness? They are not synonym. No. They are not synonym. There is a difference. If I say disease, if I say illness, if I say sickness, there is a difference between them. Please understand it properly. Please understand it very properly. What is disease? If in someone's human body, for example, my body, Hannah, physiological or psychological dysfunction. If some physiological dysfunction occurs in my body, I am diseased. And if some psychological dysfunction occurs in my body, I am diseased. Hannah. But maybe sometimes the disease have already started in our body, but I don't have any symptoms. So I don't think I am diseased, but actually I am diseased. You can say that. Sometimes it's very small. The person is a carrier. The person is in subclinical stage. The person don't have symptoms. Hannah. When the person is aware that I am having something wrong in my body, we will call it illness. Hannah. Disease can be unaware also. Maybe I'm having some disease in my body, but I'm not aware of it. So I don't think I'm diseased, but actually I'm diseased. Hannah, it can happen with anyone. We can be carrier, we can be subclinical. Hannah, we can be, non-symptomatic, no symptomatic. It can, but disease is present. There is some physiological or psychological dysfunction. That is not causing the symptom. That is a separate thing. Okay, so disease, but the person is aware, having some symptoms that I'm having something wrong in my body. I'm not well. I'm having some physical, social, or mental dysfunction in my body. So awareness is the illness. So person say, I'm ill. I'm ill means I know something wrong in my body. I'm aware of that. I can feel that. That is awareness. Awareness of not being well. That is known as illness, right? Once you are ill, what you do? You are in school, you are in college, Hannah. You do some job. So you apply sick leave. Have you ever applied ill leave or disease leave? No, we always apply sick leave. What is sick leave? है ना, sick leave लिखते हो ना. So ma'am, I'm not well. Sir, I'm not well. I will not be able to resume my work for the next few days. I'm not well. है ना. So sick is when you are ill. You are aware of that. You become socially dysfunction. Whatever is your job, you leave it for few days, for the next few days, because you are unable to do that. So social dysfunction is known as sickness. है ना. The person can be ill. For example, I'm having a disease. I'm having a high grade fever. I'm having cough, cold, but still I'm going to my job and doing my work. So I'm ill, but I'm not sick. But if I take a leave from my job, I'm ill as well as I am sick. Say something, say, respond. The things are very minute, but you should understand it. PSM is not a subject that you have to do the rectification. You have to understand it well. Hannah, if I am diseased sometime, but if I don't have the symptom, I'm diseased. If I'm having the symptom, I'm ill because I'm aware of that. I'm having something wrong in my body. I'm ill. Now, if I'm ill, I'm having two options. If I'm ill, I know that I'm not well. Now, if I get the leave, I will take a leave. Hannah, so I'm sick. But if I can't get the leave, I will go on my work even on being ill. So I'm ill, but I'm not sick because I'm not socially dysfunction. I'm performing my social responsibility. Ideally, when a person is ill, the person should take the social leave, and that is known as sickness. Got my point? Got my point? Everyone got my point? How many of you got it? Say something. Illness. Ratnadeep, listen. Illness, when someone aware that I'm not good, I'm not, just suppose I'm having fever and I'm aware of that I'm having fever. So I'm ill. Now I go to a hospital to work, है ना? Now there are two options. I take leave or I don't take leave. If I'm ill and I'm not taking leave, I'm still going for work. So I'm ill, but I'm not socially dysfunction. I'm still performing the same function which I used to perform routinely, है ना? So I'm not sick. But if I take leave from my job for the next few days, that I'm not ill, I'm not unable to perform, I'm having fever, whatever. So I'm sick also. Sickness due to illness, you are not performing your social responsibility. That is known as sickness. Due to illness, if someone is not performing its social responsibility, that is known as sickness. है ना? So in school, what do you give? Sick leave or ill leave? सिक लीव देते हो कि इल लीव देते हो? कहीं पे भी बीमार होते हो तो डिजीज की हम लीव एप्लीकेशन लिखते हैं ना. देयर इज अ लीव एप्लीकेशन, बचपन से फेवरेट एप्लीकेशन थी मेरी तो लीव एप्लीकेशन, है ना. सो वी ऑलवेज गिव सिक एप्लीकेशन. Sick means we are socially dysfunction. We want to become socially dysfunction because we are ill. So that is the thing. Got my point? This is the meaning. Anna, so everything have a meaning behind that. So you know the difference between uh, disease, illness, and sickness. Disease is something abnormal in the body, whether we are aware or not, Gokul. For example, inside my body, something abnormal is there. But if I don't have the symptom, I don't think that I'm ill. I'm diseased, but I'm not ill if I'm not aware. But once the symptom will come, I'm aware of that and I will become ill. So disease lead to illness, illness lead to sickness. Can I see the sequence? I guess you all got it, Anna. So this is the thing. Now, natural history of a disease, we will understand. We have understood the definition of three things: disease, illness, sickness, till now. And these definitions are not given by WHO. No. These are given by a scientist, a person known as Suzer. Okay, I hope you got it. Let's go ahead. Hannah, natural history of disease. So all the disease have pre-pathogenic phase, then period of pathogenesis, and then finally termination. Hannah, let me tell you. Hannah, pre-pathogenic phase, the agent. For example, for all disease, there is an agent. I'm talking about the infectious disease. For example, cholera is caused by Vibrio cholerae, diphtheria is caused by Corynebacterium diphtheria, TB is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So all the agents when present in environment, not in human body, not yet entered in human body. They are present in air, water, everywhere, food, but they are not entered. It is pre-pathogenic phase. Once they enter the human body, the pathogenesis start. So first pre-pathogenic phase, you can see the period of pre-pathogenesis. The agent, the host, and the environment, they all are present together, but the agent have not entered the host yet. That is pre-pathogenesis. Once the agent entered the host, it is pathogenesis. Now in the pathogenesis, gradually the first person become diseased, then the person become ill, and the person will become sick. Now there are three possibilities. If the person take the treatment, person will recover. If the person don't take the treatment, the person can die also, death also, and sometimes recovery is not possible. Person become permanently disabled, like polio. Polio once occur is never treated, like stage 4 cancer. Once occur, it will never be treated. It will be disabled, so there are three endpoint: either recovery or disability or death. So endpoint are always one of the three. Either person will recover. We want everyone should recover. Either the person will die. If the disease is very fatal, treatment is not adequate, treatment is not yet discovered, person can die, or the person can disable. So this is the pathogenesis, pre-pathogenesis and pathogenesis. So in pre-pathogenesis, the agent have not yet entered the human body. Man is at the midst of the disease, but disease have not entered inside human body, right? And pathogenesis phase, the process have started inside the man. The agent have entered inside the man body. So first there is a pre-symptomatic phase in which the person have the disease but not illness. In symptomatic phase, the person have illness also. The person is aware, the person is having the disease. And finally, there are three endpoints, one of the three endpoints. How many of you got it? So we have seen the natural history. Okay, so I told you the definitions. I told you the natural history of the disease, in which I taught you two phases, pre-pathogenic and pathogenic, and three endpoints. And a pre-pathogenic phase followed by pathogenic phase and three endpoints: recovery, death, and disability. Okay, now I'm telling you iceberg phenomenon. What do you mean by iceberg phenomenon? Very, very important. You get many questions on that. Please understand what is iceberg phenomenon. Listen. Have you ever seen an iceberg in a lake or in some water body? I mean, iceberg. क्या होता है iceberg? The iceberg is like this. Let me draw iceberg for you. In the iceberg, the maximum portion is submerged. A little bit of tip is floating and seen over the body. Hannah, this is iceberg. This is a typical iceberg. In all iceberg, it's like same. Iceberg. Have you ever seen an iceberg in a water body? Icebergs are there in water bodies, of course. So maximum portion is submerged. Submerged means डूबा हुआ है. A little bit tip is visible outside the water body. So you will say, ma'am, iceberg का यहाँ क्या लेना देना? In PSM, why we are comparing? What thing we are comparing with the iceberg? We are comparing diseases with the iceberg. Disease, I'm teaching you disease. Health is completed. Disease we compare with iceberg. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Now, we all are doctors. So who comes to us? patients. What are patients? The patient is the person who is having some symptoms in human body. The person knows that he is not well, and I mean something abnormal in that body. So that person come to us. So that is visible. A little bit patients are coming to us and we are fighting for that. Ki mera patient, tera patient, hai na? So that is only a little bit tip. This is the tip. A little bit patients. These are the symptomatic cases. Symptomatic cases which are coming to us. Hai na? They come to the physician for treatment. They themselves comes to us. Ki doctor, I'm not well. Examine me. I'm having this, that. Kindly give me the treatment. These are symptomatic cases. These are clinical cases. Hai na? So when they come to us, what do? We do diagnosis in them. And after diagnosis, we give the treatment to them. Hai na? We do the diagnostic test. And if they are positive, we give treatment to them. So this is what we see. Hai na? But in the community, from the 100% population, there is a bigger chunk we don't see. They are invisible. They are hidden between the healthy person. They are not healthy. They are asymptomatic. Actually, they are diseased, but they don't know they have disease inside them because they don't have symptoms. They are asymptomatic. They don't have symptoms. They are subclinical. They don't have clinical features. They are subclinical. है ना? They are carriers, you can say. है ना? They are undiagnosed cases. They don't have symptoms. They are undiagnosed cases. It is a bigger chunk. है ना? It is a bigger. So 90% of the people who are diseased, they come here. So why do they come to us? They don't come to us because they feel maybe I am coming in this category, you are coming in this category, but we think we are healthy. We don't have symptoms. तो हम क्यों जाएंगे डॉक्टर के पास? है ना? So the doctor has come to them. है ना? We have to perform screening tests. So it is a, so here physicians, here the main role is of physician. Physician is a doctor, है ना? They go to the physician do the diagnosis and give the treatment, है ना? Here the main role comes of epidemiologist. The epidemiologist will go to them. They will not come to epidemiologist. The epidemiologist will go to them, perform a screening test. Screening test is performed on healthy people. They feel they are healthy, but actually they are not healthy. They have disease already started inside them, but it's in subclinical state, है ना? We perform screening test on them. So here we perform diagnostic test, here we perform screening test. Here is the role of a physician, here is the role of epidemiologist. How many of you got it? Huh? How many of you got it? This is the submerged portion. This one, the complete story I told you, this is the submerged portion, which is a bigger portion. So we have two things. What are the two things, please? Tell me. Tip, which is very small, and submerged portion, which is very big. Tell me what the tip represent, what the submerged portion represent. Who will tell me? What does the tip represent? You will see, ma'am, the tip is representing symptomatic and clinical cases. They present. And the submerged portion is representing asymptomatic, subclinical, carriers. Hai they don't present. Hai in the tip, the physicians are interested and they perform a diagnostic test. In the submerged portion, epidemiologists are interested and they perform a screening test. The tip come to the doctor, hai to the physician, and to the submerged portion, the epidemiologist will go to the submerged portion. They will not come to us because they think they are healthy. How many of you got it? So for all the diseases, the iceberg phenomenon works. Hai na? So whatever we see is a little tip. The maximum portion is submerged. Submerged means hidden in the society, hidden in the community, I mean, hidden in the population. Everyone got it? Everyone? This is iceberg phenomenon. The same you can see it here. Compare the diseases with the iceberg. Hai na? You can see what the physician see, what the physician don't see. Physician sees the tip, don't seize the submerged portion. These are the symptomatic cases. These are pre-symptomatic cases. Okay, everyone got it. So we are having two things. What are the two things here we are having? You can see we are having a tip and we are having a submerged portion. The tip is very small and the submerged portion is vast. The tip represent what the physicians see in the community. Hai na? They are the diagnosed cases, symptomatic cases, clinical cases. But submerged portion, it is the hidden portion. Hai na? So physician don't see it. These are the latent cases, inapparent cases, pre-symptomatic cases, undiagnosed cases, carriers. They don't have symptoms. Okay, and here epidemiologist is interested. So a epidemiologist is interested in the submerged portion, but a clinician is interested in the tip. Okay, screening test is performed on the submerged portion and a diagnostic test is performed on the tip. I guess everyone got it, the iceberg phenomenon. What is iceberg phenomenon? I guess everyone got it. There is no confusion in that. Iceberg phenomenon. So I told you for all diseases, iceberg phenomenon is there except four. Except four. There are four diseases for which iceberg phenomenon don't work. Iceberg phenomenon don't work for the four diseases. Why? Why? These are the four diseases. You have to learn the exception. These diseases are all or none. Have you heard about all or none phenomenon? या तो होंगी या तो नहीं होंगी. They don't have carrier. है ना? होंगी तो day one से they will present. It is not कि subclinical अंदर ही अंदर latent छुपी हुई हैं. These are hidden. They are latent. They will present in future. No, they occur. They occur. If they don't occur, they don't occur. If they occur, they directly occur. They don't have subclinical cases. They don't have asymptomatic cases. They don't have carriers. They directly occur. है ना? So rabies, tetanus, measles, and rubella. Rabies, tetanus, measles, and rubella. है ना? There are two R. R2 TM. है ना? So you can learn Raipur to Mumbai. है ना? Raipur, or make one more R. Double Raipur. There are two R. I mean, learn howsoever. Make a mnemonic and learn. So rabies, rubella, tetanus, and measles are to TM, Raipur to Mumbai. And learn any mnemonic. So these are the 4 diseases for which there is no iceberg phenomenon. I mean, there are all or none. All or none, या तो होंगे या तो नहीं होंगे, छुपे हुए नहीं होंगे. I mean to say in Hindi, it's mean that they are not hidden. They will either occur or they don't occur. If they occur, they are always symptomatic. They don't have pre-symptomatic stage. They don't have subclinical stage. They don't have carriers. If they occur, they directly present with the symptom on day 1 only. Get it? Hannah, got it? Say yes. So they don't have iceberg phenomenon. Say something. So iceberg phenomenon is absent in 4 diseases. RRTM. Hannah? Okay, RRTM. So it's rabies, rubella, Hannah? Rabies, rubella, measles, and tetanus. RRTM. Okay? Okay? Mr. Rat is the mnemonic. Yes, you can learn Mr. Rat. So RAT. You can learn that, Mahima. Good one. So anyways, can we go ahead? We are done with iceberg phenomenon. Read the question, tell me the answer. Which of the following does not represent the submerged portion? Does not represent the submerged portion. Diagnosed case, undiagnosed case, pre-symptomatic case, or carrier subclinical stage. Yagnik, pertussis have a large number of carriers. It is having the carriers. It will not come here. Pertussis will not come. Okay. Only these 4 diseases will come here. What is the correct answer? Yes, of course, diagnosed case is the tip, but undiagnosed case, pre-symptomatic case, carrier, it is one and the same thing. They all are submerged portion. They all are submerged portion. The question which is not included in submerged portion, I will go with A. Everyone convinced? Because A is the tip. Everyone convinced? The next question, the next topic, I mean. Okay, disease mein. Till now in the disease, we have seen the definition of disease, illness, and sickness. We have seen the natural history of the disease. We have seen the iceberg phenomenon. And lastly, I am teaching you the sequence of the disease control. What is the sequence of the disease control? Let me explain what is the sequence of disease control. Are you people getting it? The speed is good. It's not very fast, because sometimes students say that my speed is very fast. You are getting it? Huh? It's average. Everything is good. The same way we should continue, the topic followed by question, topic followed by question. And in the end, we will revise the complete chapter. You are satisfied? Okay. If you need any change, kindly let me know, frankly. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So let me tell you the sequence of the disease control. For that, you have to understand the epidemiological triad. First, understand the epidemiological triad. Now, in that, there are 3 things. For a disease, 3 things are required. What are the 3 things? Number 1, there should be a infectious agent. Okay, let me tell you. The 3 things are required for a disease to occur. Okay, what are the 3 things which are required for a disease to occur? Number 1, there should be a epidemiological, there should be an agent. Agent can be a bacteria, can be a virus, can be a fungus, can be a parasite that enters inside the host and cause the disease. Now, these 2 are present in the environment. The agent is also present in the environment. The host is also present in the environment. But when the agent enters inside the host, by host I mean any human, any population. It can be animal also, but currently I'm interested in human. Okay. So when the agent enters inside the host, it causes the disease. But they both are present in the environment. Say yes, this is known as epidemiological triad. What is epidemiological triad? 3 things are required. You can understand, na? For a disease to occur, if you want someone should have a disease, so there should be an agent, na? I'm talking about infectious disease. So koi to bacteria, virus, fungus, parasite, koi to hoga. There should be some infectious agent that should enter inside a host. There should be a host. Without host, disease karaoge kisme? There should be a human body inside which the agent will enter and cause the disease. And both of these are present in environment. So in the environment, there should be some favorable condition that favors the entry of the agent inside the host body. Then the disease will occur. This is known as epidemiological triad. Got it? This is known as epidemiological triad. Now I will be explaining you 3 things one by one. The disease control, the disease elimination, the disease eradication. How many of you understand the difference between the 3? There is a difference between control, elimination, and eradication. Let me tell you one by one. In the sequence only they will occur. First control, then elimination, then eradication. Let's start with control. What is control? In the control, listen, again draw the epidemiological triad. Okay, this is agent, this is host, and this is environment. Listen, in epidemiological control, है ना, the agent is present in the environment, the host is also of course present in the environment. The agent can enter inside the host but at a very low prevalence, at a very low burden, so it is not a major public health problem. So I will say the disease is controlled. है ना, agent is present in the environment, host is also present in the environment, both are present in the environment. Agent can enter inside the body of the host, okay, but at a very low level, so that it is not a major public health problem. Let me draw the three together so you will have a better understanding. Control, elimination, eradication. So this is agent. Here also it's agent. Here also it's agent. This is host, host, host. So this is environment, environment, environment. Listen, when agent is present in the environment, host is also present in the environment, agent can enter inside the host, but at a low level, I will say the disease is controlled. When agent is present in the environment, host is also present in the environment, but agent cannot enter inside the host. Both are present, but we have terminated the transmission. I will say the disease is eliminated. The next step, the disease is eliminated. Right, got it? The last one, we will remove the agent from the environment. There is no agent, extermination. We are tearing off. फाड़ के रख दिया, हटा दिया, tearing off, tearing by root, जड़ से उखाड़ दिया, हिंदी में कहते तो tearing off by root. We are removing the agent. अब environment में agent है ही नहीं. There is no agent in the environment, only host is present. So no chance a disease will occur. It is known as eradication. Eradication. I cannot make it more simple than that. This is the easiest way I can explain you. The three things. I have explained you three things. Tell me the definition of the three, one by one. What is disease control? What is disease elimination? What is disease eradication? Who will tell me the three things one by one, please? Yes. What is control? In control, the agent and host both are present in the environment. And agent can enter inside the host body also, but at a very low level, so that it is not a major public health problem now. So I will say the disease is under control. Say yes, respond. Now, again, the agent is also present in the environment, the host is also present in the environment, but the transmission of the agent into the host body is terminated. There is no transmission. The agent cannot enter the host body. Here it was entering. Here it cannot enter now. It cannot. I have terminated the transmission. But there is always a chance it can enter. But currently I have terminated. So I will say the disease is eliminated. It is better than control. The next step of the control. And lastly, we have removed the agent from the environment itself. We have teared it off. We have removed it. Tearing by roots. The agent is absent in the environment. Only host is present. There is no chance it can enter in host body now. It is eradicated. It is eradication. Okay, yes. How many of you got it, everyone? So always remember the epidemiological triad in your mind while studying the definition of the three. So control, elimination, eradication. First, we have to control a particular disease. Then we have to eliminate it. Then we have to eradicate it. We want all disease should be eradicated from the world. That is a dream of all of us. If there is eradication of all the disease, no one will have any of the infectious disease. Of course. So of course, there will be no doctors required. It's okay, but everyone will be healthy on this earth. Okay, it is a good thing now. So we have to eradicate the infectious disease. Till now, we have eradicated only one. What we have eradicated? Smallpox. The only one virus we have eradicated. The next in the target is the polio. Okay, so let me tell you the three definitions. Let's start with control, elimination, eradication. Okay, okay. So, disease control. Control is the agent is permitted to persist in the community. The agent is present in the environment, in the community, but at a level that it ceases to be a public health problem. And it is not a major public health problem. Okay. So here we are reducing the incidence, duration, clinical effects and complication and financial burden on the community. It is not a major health problem. The elimination, the next step, it is interruption of transmission of the agent into the host. It is interruption of transmission. The agent is present, the host is present, but agent cannot enter the host. It is interruption of transmission. Say the word. It is interruption of transmission of the agent into the host body. But the agent is present in the environment. Don't say it's absent. It is still present, but it cannot enter. So elimination is used for a geographical area. It is not for the whole world. I can use the word elimination for India, but not for the world. It is a geographical term. So till now, India has eliminated 4 diseases. 4 diseases. Which 4 diseases? Guinea worm, it was eliminated in 2000. Leprosy, eliminated in 2005. Yaws eliminated in 2006, and maternal tetanus and neonatal tetanus, it is eliminated recently in 2016. So India eliminated 4 diseases, है ना? Guinea worm, leprosy, yaws, and tetany, है ना? Neonatal and maternal tetany. So these 4 diseases are eliminated from the India, not from the world. They are eliminated from the India. The next we are targeting is polio, kala-azar, and lymphatic filariasis. So these are the next targets. Okay, say yes. And what is eradication? Extermination of the organism. The agent is absent. Pritesh, maybe it's a misprint how you will remove the host. You have to remove the agent, na? Human को तो remove कर देंगे. We have to remove the agent from the environment. Okay. So maybe there is a misprint in the book. I guess you are talking about some book. Okay. So it is extermination of the organism, the agent. It is tearing off by the roots. है ना? जड़ से उखाड़ देना. Tearing off by the roots. It's all or none phenomenon. And it's a global term. If we are using the word eradication, we will use for the globe, for the earth. Only one disease till date is eradicated. The name of the disease is smallpox. Okay. The name of the disease is smallpox. If better, if you can learn Ratnadeep, dates are not important, learn the 4 diseases. But for smallpox, you have to learn Ratnadeep, the phenomenal date. What is the date? 8th May 1980. This bit, the world was declared free of smallpox. The agent is removed from the world, not from India, from the world. The next diseases which we are targeting is polio, measles, and guinea worm. Okay, can we go ahead? Say yes, say something. We are done with the 3 terms. Tell me the definition of control. Tell me the definition of elimination. And tell me the definition of eradication. How many of you got it? Huh? Tell me. So here we have to draw the 3 things the same. Without epidemiological triad, it's difficult to state the 3. According to me, it will be easy if you know the epidemiological triad. It will be fun for you. So control, elimination, eradication. In all of them, we have the agent, host, and environment. This is environment. Tell me the definition now. It's very easy. So in control, the agent is present in the environment. The host is also present in the environment. The agent can enter the host, but at a low burden, at a very low burden. So incidence is less, prevalence is less, clinical features is less, the duration of the disease is less, the burden is less. But it is not a major public health problem. So I will say the disease is under control. Everything is less. It's not a major health problem. In elimination, the agent is present in the host, in the environment. The host is also present in the environment. But agent cannot enter inside the host body. We are terminating the transmission. We are terminating the transmission. Agent is present, but it cannot enter the host body. It is known as disease is eliminated. Hannah, we have eliminated 4 diseases in country. It is a geographical term. Geographical term. It's not global. And we have in India, we have eliminated 4 diseases. Hannah, guinea worm, leprosy, yaws, and tetanus. Please learn. Okay. So coming on the last, eradication. The agent is absent in the environment. We are exterminating it. We are tearing off by root. It's absent. It's not present. Only host is present in the environment. I will use the word eradication. And this one is a global term. Hannah, so we will talk about complete globe. Hannah, the complete earth, the complete world. So only one disease is eradicated, smallpox. That too on 8th May 1980. 8th May 1980. Before we all born. By the way, I also born after 1980. Okay. So 1980 se pehle it was. And the next disease in the row is the polio, measles. We are trying to do so. Okay, ji. Everyone got? Very good, very good. You all are very correct. And you all have written very correct definition. Very good. Everyone good. Excellent. Can we go ahead? Yes. So these are the 3 diseases. Now read the question. Tell me the answer. So decrease in incidence of the disease to a level so that it is not a major public health problem. What it is known as? Is it control of disease, elimination of disease, eradication of disease, or surveillance of disease? Yes, G. What is the correct answer? I'm asking. Yes, Elizabeth, Amu, Ratnadeep. Yes, you are absolutely right, Ratnadeep. What about others? Kindly respond fast. Okay, either you people are slow or your app is slow. Respond fast. Yes, you all are correct. The correct answer is A. Hana? So we are reducing the incidence of the disease so that the agent is present in the environment, but it is no more a major public health problem. The incidence is reduced. So I will say the disease is controlled. Very good. The next question, disease eradicated from the world. The disease which is eradicated from the world. Is it smallpox, guinea worm, polio, diphtheria, or measles? I'm saying eradicated from the world. Only one disease is eradicated from the world till date. Yes, what is the correct answer? The correct answer is smallpox, 8th May 1980. You all know that. Okay, so correct answer here is A, and you all are correct. Very good, very good. Everyone please participate. The next question, causative agent is present in the environment, but there is no transmission. Causative agent is present in the environment. I'm not saying it's absent, it is present, but there is no transmission of the agent into the host. Is it elimination, control, eradication, or holoendemic? What is the mechanism known as? What is the process known as? Yes, very good, Nikita, very good. So it is elimination. The agent is present in the environment, but there is no transmission. It cannot enter inside the host body. So correct answer is elimination, and you all are right. Okay, so correct answer here is it. Very good. The next question, if I change the question, causative agent is absent in the environment. Of course, there is no transmission. What would you like to change your answer in that case? The causative agent ko hi tumne khatam kar diya. It is extermination. It is tearing off by root. In that case, answer will become eradication. Of course, you can understand. Anna. So tell me the next question. Disease elimination refers to what? Disease elimination means what? Is it extinction of the disease agent? Is it termination of all disease? Is it a global removal of the disease agent? Or is it regional removal of the disease agent? I'm asking the word elimination, not eradication. I'm asking the word elimination. Yes, absolutely right. Hari Krishna, absolutely right. I'm waiting for others. Yes, in that case, you will go elimination is a regional term. It's a geographical. The other three options are correct for eradication. Eradication is extinction, complete extinction, absence, or termination, or it's a global term. So other three terms are used for eradication, but this one is elimination. Elimination is a regional term. You all can understand. So question looks a little bit difficult. Got it? Say yes if you got it. Everyone. So yes, Anna. So now the next thing is the level of prevention. The last thing here to be understood in this chapter. We have to cover 4 chapters today now. We're about to finish the first one. After levels of prevention, है ना? Levels of prevention and surveillance and this thing. So only this much portion, I guess 30 minutes more, 30 or 40 minutes more I require more to finish this chapter, 30 to 40 minutes. After that, we will come on second chapter, that is nutrition. After that, we will come on third chapter, that is obstetrics and preventive pediatrics, obstetric and geriatrics. And lastly, in the evening, the last chapter we will cover today is screening of disease. So daily we have to cover 16 chapters. That is the plan. But currently I would like to have a break. I would like to have my breakfast and we will meet again, right? So currently it's sharp 11. I will meet you all at 11:40. Or let's say 45. Yeah, I know that break is little bit big, but I will continue the class in the evening till late. Don't worry, I will complete all 4 portions. So I have to take my breakfast. I have to feed my baby also, give him breakfast also. So I will require a little bit more time, but sorry, excuse me for that. At 11:45 sharp, we will start and continue till 2:30 till lunchtime. Okay, so continuous session will be there. So 45-minute break. We will meet again at 11:45 sharp. Okay, I will be back. So I'm not ending the link. I'm just switching off my camera and mic. Okay, so same link, be come at time. Don't be late. 11:45 means 11:45. See you all. Not even single person will miss the level of prevention, because if you are missing, you are losing one question out of 30 in your exam. Don't miss that. It's very important topic. Bye-bye, 11:45. Come again.